Cream Slice. I hope you're having a great day. So in today's video, guys, we have a super hunter build for you guys today, where we can pretty much bait our super within less than 2 minutes ago. In this clip here, you see me in a master nightfall, and we managed to bait our super 3 times within 4 minutes. We did have some help from our teammates creating orbs of power as well, but that's just a cherry on top. But even by ourselves, guys, with the setup that we have, we are just getting our super back in super quick fashion, no pun intended. We are going to be using the Star Eater scales. I have never covered these on the channel before, but I wanted to go a different direction with this build. It is more of a case of having a super up at every encounter to pretty much breeze through any nightfall. We're going to be using the Ager scepter as well. In the previous videos I did put up, we were capitalizing on the Ager scepter with Phantom Might and high energy fire, which makes it overpowered. But in this build, I'm taking it to a different direction, more of a super base build, because Ager scepter, it does play a vital part of this build, from creating orbs of power and freezing everything. We are going to be on the stasis subclass as well. The great thing about this build, you can either take advantage of the Ager scepter's super form, or you can use an overpowered super, but nonetheless we're getting supers back all the time with the setup that we've got. So yeah, let's get it. So the Star Eater scales, guys, what this does: Feast of Light, you gain additional super energy when you pick up orbs of power, and when your super energy is full, if you pick up an orb of power, it overcharges your super, making it more deadly. So we're going to be taking advantage of our orbs of power by double slotting harmonic syphon. So this pairs really well with the Star Eater scales. Rapid weapon final blows with a damage that matches our subclass creates an orb of power. If we slot 2 of them, it makes it even more potent, and it increases the super energy that we get back. With us being on the stasis subclass, taking advantage of silence and squall, it's only right that we use the Ager scepter with this build. So like I was explaining before, we can take advantage of our super, or we can totally take advantage of the Ager scepter final form with the catalyst here. When you have your super full, you hold square, it reloads your magazine to a 200, and it gives you your Ager scepter an 80% damage buff. Stun locks barrier champions, shatters everything, but we can continuously make orbs of power while in this final form, which regens our super as well. You're going to have your super up majority of the time, so swap between silence and squall, and the Ager scepter will give them form. We're going to be using the Dustfield grenade, because this can trap a lot of enemies in, making it easier for them frozen kills. We're going to be using the Touch of Winter. So with our Dustfield grenade, this allows us to create a stasis crystal on impact, and when we shatter that, I'll go over the benefits we get with our fragments. Grim Harvest, so defeating slowed or frozen combatants create stasis shards, and they grant you melee energy back. The way that I've chosen my fragments, they all build around trying to get our super back in the fastest way possible. So they're all working like clockwork, intertwining with the mods that we have as well, ensuring that we have a constant loop of throwing our shurikens, dodging, getting super energy, creating orbs of power. Solid way of getting our super back within less than 2 minutes. Whisper of Refraction, defeating slowed or frozen targets grants class ability energy, allowing us to dodge more and throw our shurikens, because we have Gambler's dodge. Whisper of Conduction, stasis shards trapped to your destination. Then we've got Whisper of Fissures, increases the damage and size of the burst of stasis shards when you destroy a stasis crystal. So we have a stasis crystal within our Dustfield grenade, so this is going to play really nicely into the build. Whisper of Shards, shattering the stasis crystal recharges our grenade. So we're constantly going to be getting our Dustfields, and we're constantly going to be shattering them with our stasis shards with Grim Harvest. So pretty much every stasis ability that we have, from the Ager scepter, the Withering Blade, and our Dustfield grenades, they all create stasis shards for us. We'll go over what we're going to be doing with them in a second. And finally, Whisper of Bonds, defeating foes and targets grants super energy. So the reason that we have all them fragments and aspects equipped is so we can take advantage of elemental shards. With all of our abilities on our grenade and ager scepter creating stasis shards, we've thrown elemental shards, and now the stasis shards are classed as stasis elemental wells. You pair that with elemental charge, you now become charged with light with 2 stacks every time you pick up a stasis shard, and we're going to be pairing it with stacks on stacks, and this will allow us to pretty much gather 4 stacks of charge with light by just picking up 1 stasis shard. And to be able to hold 4 stacks of charge with light just by picking up 1 stasis shard, we need the mod supercharge, so you can have 2 additional stacks of charge with light. So pretty much now with stacks on stacks, elemental shards, elemental charge and supercharge, every time we pick up just 1 stasis shard, we become charged with light with 4 stacks. And the way that we're going to utilize this is with the mod energy converter. So basically, when we're charged with light, the more stacks of charge with light you have, using your grenade grants super energy, and it consumes all your stacks. But what this does is it near enough gives you a 50% increase to your super when your super is expended. So the way that this works is that Bungie capped it, so you cannot just rinse and repeat with this mod. It only works up to halfway of your super. So how you would go about using this and utilizing this mod is have your super full, pick up stasis elemental shards, make sure you are charged with light with 4 stacks, make sure you have your grenade, use your super or use your ager scepter. If you use your super straight away, you want to throw your grenade as soon as you get out of your super. This will then give you that extra 50% bump to your super energy back, and then what you want to do from there is use your shurikens. You want to be dodging, getting ager scepter kills, making orbs of power. It's a really simple loop. With all of this, guys, like I said, it is a super based build. It's not designed to give us high energy fire and font of might. It's purely a super build. That is why I called it a super build. So do not roast me. This is what the build is supposed to be, how we can get our super back even faster, and at best make it even more potent or take advantage of the ager scepter catalyst. The dim link will be below. If you like the build, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord. Got some nice geezers in there doing some runs before the new season. So yeah, I'm Cream Slice. Peace.